Welcome. Mahalo nui loa and aloha. Welcome to St. John's College High School in Northwest Washington, D.C. With the sun is shining, the weather's calling for hurricanes. Straight out of Kapolei, Hawaii. Visiting Kapolei Hurricanes, making the long trip from Oahu for an afternoon of football here in Washington, D.C. And it all starts now.
What a play after play after play.
And there it is. And she is taking over.
Love that.
He's got a lot of room to run.
The greatest conference in the country is showing out tonight, gentlemen.
Wow.
Home run.
That's number one on SportsCenter right there.
Daquan Davis into the paint, and he puts it in for a 2-point lead. Your WCAC champions. Welcome to St. John's College High School, home of the Cadets. Great game today, two amazing programs. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca, straight out of Hawaii. And by a long distance, Kevin,
yes.
The Kapolei Hurricanes.
No doubt. The historical significance of today's game is not lost on us. No high schools from a further distance have ever played in the history of high school football a game against each other. 4,850 miles away, Ken. As you see, the Fijian prayer chant that starts off the game for the Kapolei Hurricanes. And starting off with that team, number 9, Jacob Ballesteros. He is the quarterback, and he'll be spinning the ball all over the field today. They will spread and throw a lot of quicks, Ken. This is a well-oiled offense. They've been averaging over 30 a game this season. On the defensive side of the ball now, they are led by big number 44, Noah Papu Mua'ava. And this young man, 6'3", 240, he's got a half a dozen Power 4 offers, and he is right in the middle of this Hurricane defense, causing a storm in there, Ken.
Causing a storm. How about the home sidelines, the St. John's Cadets? There he is. Tyreek Powell, number 3. They want to get the ball in his hands. He's an impact player. He not only can he get it done between the whistles, but when he's going, this team is going. He's a spark, and he's also a hell of a player. St. John's Cadets riding on number 3 today, and it all begins and ends for these St. John's Cadets in this season with number 44, Tariq Boney. He is well coveted outside of this field, but between the lines, him and his St. John's teammates, they ride on his back. He's the leader on and off the field. We'll get to say his name a lot today, tell a lot of great stories about him today because there's a lot of them.
On and off the field, a million of them, Ken. And we are looking forward to getting it done here today.
Let's get it started. And we're just waiting for Mr. Curtis Cross to get us started here with prayer and anthem and the color guard, the flags. The folks from Hawaii came a long distance to see St. John's High School football in all of its glory. Speaking of all of its glory, how about a special happy birthday to the man in the booth, Mr. Kevin Ricca. Let's just say he's on the right side of midfield at this point.
Well, you can go ahead and say it. My jersey now says number 50, Ken. I get off at the 5th floor, and I don't feel any different than I did yesterday. But there's no better place to be on planet Earth than in a game today played by the 2 furthest opponents in football on planet Earth. That's a fact. This high school game, the historical significance of that is amazing. But anywhere on Earth, college football pros, no one's traveling a further distance than 4,850 miles to play a little ball than we got right here in our nation's capital. Welcome to the Kapolei Hurricanes.
We'll turn it over to Curtis Cross as the captains. We'll go out for for the coin toss. Breon, Tariq out there at the center greeting their counterparts from Oahu. And a lot of folks here today made the trip. We see a lot of Hurricane jerseys out there in the stands today.
Well, let me say a como mai to you guys, because it's been an amazing all week long study on your program, on your culture, on your state. Our brothers and sisters all here today in the name of high school football. This is a special day. None of these kids in this field will ever forget. And what a cool trip to take from Hawaii to our nation's capital to visit where it all got started with the government. And we can use some of that aloha spirit in town these days that you guys have brought in, and we appreciate that out of you.
And St. John's will kick. Kapolei will receive. And we'll get things started here again. We'll let Curtis Cross handle the opening things, and Stefan DeCarlo Rogers, obviously, on the field as well. We'll be saying his name, I'm sure, today, as we'll get ready for a prayer and anthem.
Spectators, please give the student athletes positive encouragement and support. Show respect for opposing players, coaches, spectators, and support groups. Please refrain from bullying, taunting, or intimidating the officials and opponents. Such behavior is unfriendly and unacceptable. Please respect the integrity and judgment of the game officials. They are doing their very best to promote the student athlete and the game. Be a positive representative of your school community. Thank you very much for your support of WCAC Sportsmanship Program. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and leave your hats for our pre-game prayer. Then please remain standing for the presentation of colors to the pledge of our national anthem. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Dear Lord, help me to play my very best during this game. Teach me to treat my fellow team members, coaches, officials, and opponents with respect and dignity. Challenge me to always do what is best for my team and not necessarily for myself. Enlighten me to the powerful life lessons I will experience during this competition, win or lose. I ask all these things through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle. Live Jesus in our hearts. Please direct your attention to the right side of the St. John's sideline for the presentation of the national and school colors. The colors are being presented by the St. John's Cadet Corps Color Guard team. Today's team is under the command of Cadet Perry Whiter. Cadet Isaac Perkins is carrying the American flag. Cadet Zach Foster is carrying the St. John's flag. They are accompanied by Cadet Grace Brissett, carrying the first rifle, and Cadet Jacoby James, carrying the second rifle. The students of St. John's have proudly displayed the nation's colors at events and gatherings for over 100 years. And now to honor America, the playing of our national anthem.
Shout out to Mark Irwin and the Cadet Corps here at St. John's. Always a great way to open a high school football game. The St. John's Cadet Corps has been getting it done for quite some time. We love the relationship between the school and the Cadet Corps historically.
Over 100 years, St. John's Cadets have been presenting arms, and that's remarkable. I just heard Curtis say that out loud, and that makes me feel proud about my alum as a class of '94 representative.
Well, Coach Bird is getting his guys together. We're St. John's righted the ship last week. After a tough battle against St. Joe's Regional, came down 95. The season back here at home for a while. Obviously, Coach Bird and the whole staff really try to preach, hey, listen, we got another month and a half to the real meat and potatoes of the season happen, which is the WCAC. So all these games are in preparation for that. What, Kevin, in your mind, what are we looking for from St. John specifically at this point of the season?
Well, they're trying to come together. Coach Bird took over late in the summer, and they're still implementing some of their stuff on offense and defense. And a very good preseason and a great schedule to start. They've been tested. I think this Kapolei team will remind me of Cadets fans a little bit of Downingtown West. They're going to get rid of the ball quick. They're going to spread you. They're going to use every inch of the field and try and stymie that St. John's pass rush with quicks and quick hitting runs. Ball's on the ground.
Picked up at the 10. And they'll get it out.
Number 4, Nico Smith. Yes, the junior on the return.
1st and 10 for the Hurricanes. Just outside the 15-yard line, looks like as well. They'll set up. Shout out to Brad Ripito running balls for Kevin Carey today.
Yeah, he is. And thank God Nico starting us off with a name that we can pronounce. I appreciate
it. Was perfect.
The Hurricanes providing us with a pronunciation guide, because all we want to do up here is say your kid's name as often as possible. Thank you for letting us do it properly to the best of our ability.
Ballesteros will get a dead ball here. Whistle. I don't see a flag. Might be just trying to. Oh my gosh! A chain gang incident right out of the gate. You say their name.
Well, you can see the Hurricanes lined up in 5 wide spread. They're in empty here. And like I told you, they're going to try and get rid of this thing quickly, because number 44 coming off that edge, well, he'll make you get rid of it quickly.
I think Tim Harper was trying to make it 1st and 5, but they're going to make him go 1st and 10 here. Ballesteros is chatting to his 5 wide receivers. St. John's brings 4. Boney up the middle. Ball is launched downfield with a streaking Tristan Ine.
You know, I love that right there. Offensively, coming out of the gates, taking a shot down the middle of the field. They didn't travel 4,850 miles not to take a shot on the first play. Talk about aggressive. I loved it. O-line did a great job giving Ballesteros protection there, but they couldn't hook it up.
And by the way, I might have taken the easy way out. I think that was I read number 8, but it might have been number 2, which is Maui Remigio.
There you go.
Quick hitter. Broken tackle to the sticks. It's going to move the chains for a 1st down as Ballesteros connects on quick hitter inside the hash.
You're going to see this relentless fashion. They're going to get on it and go quick, using pace here to dictate their offensive game plan.
St. John's still bringing 4. Balls out quick again in the seam. No broken tackle, but a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Hurricanes.
And that is the name of the game. Jacob Ballesteros coming into this game at 94 for 121, a high percentage passing offense. He's extremely accurate, and like you said, they're not waiting and running these 5-step things. They're getting the ball and getting it out.
Ballesteros got company in the backfield as Zeph Salas joins him in. St. John's showing, at least pre-snap, a more involved pass rush. They still bring 4. Balls out to the boundary right away. And Maui Remigio.
You got it the last time, I think.
I think I got it the first time.
Maui Remigio.
Great catch. First of all, great throw, obviously. Great catch at the sidelines. And he uses the sidelines against the defender. And we're going to be saying our guy's name all day because Jalen Wallace is a special player. We'll get him. He'll. Oh, and they get the jump, and it will be 1st and 5. as Ray Urquia comes on the field.
Kapolei is going to try and shorten this game. The last thing you want to do is shorten the distance on first down and allow them here to maybe take a shot downfield from midfield like they showed play one. They're very capable of it. This group of wide receivers are going to see a lot of speed and quickness. Ball's on the ground.
Ballesteros as Boney.
Who came up with
There
it?
was no possession while he was on the ground, and it's going to be St. John's ball as Ballesteros tried to recover it while he was on the ground, and I didn't see.
Number 99.
Ray Urquia.
Big Ray just checked in after the last offsides and checked in and picked up a fumble recovery in the stat line. Good job, big number 99, getting on the ground. Getting his cadets the ball. That was a heck of a start for the Kapolei Hurricane offense, but one bad snap on the ground stymied that drive.
And Boney keeping Ballesteros from being able to get his hands on it before old Ray Urquia, Grizzly veteran that he is.
Third-year starter as a junior.
Naeem Woods. Tyreek Powell in the backfield. Powell gets the handoff up the middle, and he's got room. And on first down, he picks up a first down, gain of about 12.
And that's why we put him on the pregame. This young man's got 21 carries for 204 yards so far this season, 5 touchdowns leading the team. And we've seen him have double-digit tackling games with he had 3 tackles for a loss 2 years ago. This kid is an unbelievable football player.
He gets it on second down. Same path again. Great run on first down as he picks up about 8 yards. It'll be second and short.
And Jordan Harrison leading the charge. Just follow big 7-1 through the middle there, 3. And then that'll get you about 8 yards on that play. Jordan Harrison, the South Florida commit.
And these Hurricanes along the lines in the trenches. Now we got a flag coming in late. And I don't know. There's a little frustration on the sidelines.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
And it looks like it might be on the players coming off the field. But it'll take a second and short. It'll turn it into a second and long.
Wow. That is a huge call. And I'm not sure how that all went down. But I know this. Tariq Boney just checked in offensively.
Yes.
That usually means he's touching the ball or he will be at the point of attack.
Stephon DeCarlo Rogers in the slot. Woods to throw. And he's got a wide open Breon at the 10-5 into the end zone, and they take second and long to get the penalty back and all the rest. The Cadets hit pay dirt in the first quarter.
Absolute great job by Coach B.T. Sherman. I just said we're either going to run it up Boney's side or Boney would touch it. They ran Boney on a shallow cross. They ran the safety off with a deep route, and you saw Breon Williams sitting there with no one near him in the right flat. And Breon gets the ball in open space. Breon will score, as he did right there. Number 0 getting it done. Great throw, great job. Through his read progression by Naeem Woods.
Breon, not the kind of player who's going to fall prey to having too little coverage on him. I mean, he had all day to catch that ball as the point after is no good. It'll remain 6-0. A sure-handed, confident receiver, Breon Williams here. There he is.
A little out and up.
Turning
great route,
at
Breon.
the 30. Inside the 10.
It was gorgeous. Clear out with the wide out. Tariq on a shallow cross, and Breon on an intermediate out and up is wide open.
Whew.
Excellent job finding him by Naeem Woods. Put another touchdown pass in the column for Naeem.
Ball fielded at the 1. Coming around the right side.
Kai Connolly does not let the ball carrier break contain. Great job on specials by the kickoff returner. The senior Kai Connolly is a tackling machine on the defensive side of the ball, but he'll go out there and get it done on specials as well, Ken.
Nico Smith with another return here for the Hurricanes as he picks the ball up about the 1, brings it out to just inside the 20.
And
Ballesteros will take over here.
We saw how effective Ballesteros was on that first drive before the unfortunate turnover for the Hurricanes. But the Cadets are going to have to understand he's coming with it lightning quick. He's not hanging on in that pocket. So you got to get home or you got to play tight coverage.
And one thing they did bring from Hawaii is a beefy offensive line. So that's going to buy the time necessary for these quick passes. The ball's on the ground again. It's the handoff.
Yeah,
that was Dre Pasquale at Q, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they went to a bit of a wildcat look there, it looked like, Ken, and we've got a flag. Looks like we're going to replay first down. I think maybe someone was lined up off sides, but
Dre Pasquale again. St. John's nowhere to run as that offensive look might have played into St. John's strength on that play.
I mean, so stout up front with Devin Tinnen up there at the point of attack, big number 55. And, of course, our man, number 8, Josiah Ampofo, along with Ray Urquia. Those juniors have started for the last 3 years at St. John's, seasoned veterans at this point in their career.
In front of Ballesteros, this group of 5 offensive linemen gets it done, giving him more than enough time to deliver the ball the way he likes to. But it looks like run blocking against the St. John's defensive line could be a tough call all day as the handoff's given, and just like that, positive yardage on a running play as it's going to be 3rd and 2.
And who came up there? That was a big-time hit coming from the secondary. Oh, man, that was a nice job to come up. And Nick May.
Yeah.
Nick May not afraid to put pads on pads there.
Third and 2. Zeph Salas is in the backfield.
See a little sprint out at the top of the screen here. We've got the freshman cornerback.
We got to jump from the offensive line. It's going to make this 3rd and 2 a lot more difficult.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what makes playing football right now at 12:45 here in D.C. a lot more difficult. You've been walking the mall. You just traveled 4,850 miles. It's a 6-hour time difference. It is 7 o'clock a.m. on the island of Oahu right now, so you got to forgive this offense for a couple early mistakes and mental errors because these guys got to be exhausted. Although an amazing trip, I'm not complaining.
Great trip,
but
yeah.
I mean, life-changing, just rememberable forever. But
I'll go to Hawaii and play them.
If they could fit me and a couple hundred family members, I'd live there.
Ballesteros looking to throw. He's coming down the sidelines. And that ball is intercepted on his feet. As the cadet corner up the left side. He's got a block. He's got room. Breon Williams out in front.
Eli Jacques, the sophomore, making the big play. Perfect coverage. He went hip to hip, spun, found the ball, high-pointed it. Hey, that's big-time cornerback play by the sophomore.
Nico Smith was the intended receiver. He was well covered by Eli Jacques, and Eli Jacques not just with the pick, but with the sure footing. And good on the defenders turning into blockers.
And you can see here, he gets in the hip pocket. He is playing perfect coverage there. Trust me on that one.
And the ball is coming back out here. We'll see if maybe he stepped out of bounds or if they did call a penalty, which is what it looks like they did call a penalty on the return.
One thing I will tell you about the D.C. officials, you Hawaiian fans, I believe they think they get paid by the flag. I'm not sure, but
sometimes by. Well, how about this? This St. John's Cadets offense comes on the field. They still get the spark. Can't take that away. Eli Jacques put the ball back. 2 turnovers now for the Cadets. Let's see if they look for something quick. As Naeem Woods does thread the needle.
Nice job defensively there.
Drew Williams, the attended.
Yes, Drew was intended. It was a good throw. We got an RPO look out of a big formation. But Toa Leffler got a hand in there to deflect that pass and make it 2nd and 10 for the
Coming
Cadets.
right at you there. Nice work, Jordan and Luke.
Absolutely.
If Drew brings that ball down, there's nobody in his way on his way to the end zone. 2nd and 10. Coming back the other way to Brayon, sure-handed. Oh, right as I say that, he was pulling it in. He was under a significant amount of pressure. There was 2 tacklers right on him.
There it is. The screen game is all about timing. Kapolei got some pressure in there. It forced Naeem to throw that about a second before he wanted to. Got a little jumbled in there, and Brayon couldn't come up with it.
3rd and long. Rogers, Williams, and Williams up top on the right. Woods to throw. He steps up in the pocket. Around the right side.
And he took a big shot. He really did there.
At the end of that play,
Number 7, Amate Tiamatuia,
nice.
With a big stick there. And that's one that number 1's going to be feeling for the rest of the afternoon as you see him jogging off the field. He's tough. But that's going to hurt a little bit.
Tiamatuia just laying the wood.
That's a
Woods.
huge stop by the Hurricanes there after
absolutely.
giving up the interception. That's a big deal.
Zeph Salas at his own 20. Kick is up and away.
Wow.
Away from the returner.
That's
It's a short kick. It'll be Kapolei ball by the 35-yard line.
Kapolei comes out. They get about 2/3 of their offense in the air, Ken, versus St. John's 2/3 of their offense is in the ground. St. John just came out and went 0 for 3 there throwing the ball and had to punt. So, you'd like to see the Cadets establish that run game, but also after they threw that last touchdown pass, they see guys open out there. St. John's needs to make sure Kapolei doesn't get the big chunks on first down, putting them in an easy 2nd and short scenario, which will make this game a little bit shorter, which is exactly what they're looking for.
Ballesteros, the old run and shoot look.
Looks like someone jumped.
It's going to be 1st and 15. Run and shoot-ish, right? You got a junior behind me looking quarterback.
And like an old announcer,
Old announcer. Some bike shorts. Tom Clark. I'm missing the mustache. If Tom Clark, can you DoorDash a mustache?
Well, my dad can let you borrow some of them shorts, but you're on your own on the mustache.
Joel Tillery checking in. Middle linebacker. Quick throw is
Tariq Boney is too fast. He's too good, and he has another pass breakup. He is just someone that he can dominate your offense single-handedly. He's a wrecking ball.
I think he got his
I mean,
hands
he
on this
shot
one.
out of a cannon. The quarterback just caught the ball, and 44 is breathing down his neck. That's tough sledding out there.
He was looking 10 feet tall on that play. St. John's hasn't dialed up a ton of pressure yet. Getting it done with 4 as Ballesteros is flushed out of the pocket, and he'll be brought down by Ampofo.
Big Josiah.
And that's a sack. Is a loss of 1.
Not a lot of space there for Jacob Ballesteros. Nice job escaping the pocket north. He didn't go sideways with it, but he could not escape the grasp of Big Josiah wearing number 8.
And it's 3rd and long for the Hurricanes. Ballesteros with a little bit of time, he steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down by who else?
Tariq Boney put a sack in the scorebook column for number 44, and that series was all about number 44. I mean, he put that offense in a bad position single-handedly. 3 straight plays there, Ken.
Good job by the secondary for St. John's, denying Ballesteros those quick options. Giving that defensive line a little time to work as Breon Williams stands at his own 40-yard line waiting for this punt.
Breon, the senior, you see him all over the place. On special teams, on offense, and on defense. He's just a complete football player. Heading to Old Dominion University to further his education and football career. As the punt goes out of bounds here.
Nice job by Larry. I like how I think it's Larry McCarley, the punter. For his pronunciation guy, just says Larry McCarley.
Nice.
Like you guys can handle that one. You guys can handle Larry McCarley.
We got Nico Smith and Larry McCarley, no problem.
No problem. And he handled a nice low snap, and he will keep the ball out of Breon Williams' hands. Anywhere you need hands, that's where you find him.
Which is smart. You just saw what he can do in the open field, and you don't want to see any more of it.
Timeout on the field. And I don't know why I didn't see a timeout being called. Is there like a water break, cooling break?
Yep. I believe you're right at the 4-minute mark on a day like today. I think different refereeing staff do it differently in different places, but that is exactly what we're looking at right here, Ken. Like I said, these guys have done a ton of traveling and walking. I don't know about you, but we go take a walk on the mall, the locals that go down to D.C., and it's exhausting. You walk around and see those monuments, you get Smithsonian legs, man. It's tough.
They should get all the timeouts. They should be like almost no unlimited timeouts, like like bottomless mojitos, or
well, now you're talking.
Orange crushes. I don't know. What are we talking about here? Naeem Powell gets
nice
himself back into the game.
There. That's a big play there. Number 7 again. Amate Timatuia. If you say it fast.
I think it's Timatuia.
Thank you. Well, I know this. It was a heck of a play. He came flying up to Phil. He gets low and gets the ankles there and stops the play. Of course, also big number 44 jumping in the mix.
Noah Papumua'ava.
Offered by Hawaii, offered by Cal. He's got UNLV. He's got a bunch more.
Pal doing it the hard way, 2.5 yards at a time here, as it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Cadets.
And then B.T. Sherman says this is more like it. Let's get back into this run game. Let's set it up. Give ourselves plenty of options in short and 3rd and manageable.
Day running back here on 3rd down as Woods works a hard count. 15 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, we got a check with me with 10 running down here.
Breon set up short on the left. And Naeem wanted him initially. And now Naeem's going to run for it. There's going to be a flag on the play. Usually in the neighborhood of holding, we have another flag in the secondary as well.
Yeah, I'll see your flag and raise you one in the secondary, sir. The 2-for-1. I don't think that gets you more points. I think it's going to be maybe holding on the secondary and certainly holding on the St. John's offensive line. We'll see. We could be replaying this down.
You can see Breon finding his way on that play, found the spot, and right as Naeem wanted to get it to him, he was turned away. Be 3rd down all over again. I missed the penalty on Stephon DeCarlo Rogers, but I saw his jersey was almost removed. So he's been able to.
So that is the case. We got holding in the secondary, holding on the offensive line. We're going to act like that play never happened.
Day picking his way behind Tariq Boney as he keeps the legs churning for a 1st down gain.
I've said this about 9 for years. He runs the football like he's in a fist fight. He is so physical. He does not relent. He never stops moving those legs. He is an abundant ball of energy.
First and 10, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Adrian Hamilton out there doing work to make sure that 3rd down turns into a 1st. The Virginia Tech commit on the left tackle spot has been doing that for years here at St. John's, and he continues his excellence.
Powell, he'll try the middle, and it'll be a hard-earned 1 yard.
A hard-earned 1 yard because of the efforts of Xavier Asua and Jesden Takushi. Those 2 guys sacrificing for the team down there at the bottom of the pile making plays.
Was Larry McCurley involved? just let me know. See him on the field.
Let me just give a blanket apology for our inept ability to pronounce everything properly with the pronunciation god.
I like to call them all friends of Larry McCurley. Stephon DeCarlo Rogers out of the numbers at the top of your screen. Drew Williams at the bottom of your screen. We're going to get a timeout. St. John's will take this opportunity to say thank you to the good folks here at St. John's. Kevin Haley, Ryan Griffin, Pat Ward, Dennis Hart, the whole coaching staff of Coach Bird, the welcoming of that they do on a weekly basis with teams like this. You know, obviously we love them for what they do for the kids here all week long, Monday through Friday. But we've seen in our 8 years of doing this, we've seen St. John's welcome teams from all over the country. And they come here, and parents have got to feel good about sending their kids to come play here on a Saturday afternoon because of the way that they're getting taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that we are a gracious host. We love having this specific team in town today. It's, like we said, historical, but also you folks that we've met so far today, we're in the middle of the bleachers up here. The folks from Hawaii who have been nothing but incredibly kind. So many great conversations. We got the men of St. John's wearing Hawaiian shirts in honor of our guest here today. And I just truly hope that you guys had an incredible experience here in our nation's capital. We're super proud of this city. And as you look into the background here at Rock Creek Park, it's one of the nicest national parks of any part of the country. So that's where your boys are playing football today in our nation's capital. So we appreciate having you, and let's get it on. And like I said, we got an illegal motion coming out of the huddle. Someone must have done something wrong.
They de-huddled in an inappropriate way. And by the way, the flag throw, I just think it deserves.
Aggressive.
It was passive aggressive. He kind of like held it out for a second and then dropped it in between the center and the nose guard tackle. I loved it. Naeem Woods, Day up the middle. He bounces.
He doesn't stop. He's still going. This guy is a force.
And there's
another
from
flag
the outside. And let me talk to you about the hang time and distance of this flag throw. He got it all the way from the sideline to the pile, and we're going to see if it was holding. There was so much extra after contact there with Day pushing that pile. We'll get the signal here, and it's going to be a face mask on Kapolei. That's going to move the ball further down the field.
How about big 62, Patrick Vogt, the Blessed Sacrament Bulldog, pushing that pile for an additional 5 to 6 yards. The St. John's offensive line has been fantastic today. They've been absolutely dominant at the line of scrimmage.
We're in the red zone here as St. John's will have 1st and goal from just outside the 10. Stephon DeCarlo Rogers singled up on the wide side of the field. Drew Williams at the top with a little bit of a height advantage.
Got Day in the backfield. He's got 4 touchdowns on the air. He's looking for a 5th.
He makes a man miss in the backfield.
And it's not going to happen this time.
And the Hurricanes team tackle Day there for a gain of 0. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Grayson Alifani, the D lineman senior, first on the scene for the Hurricanes, bringing down number 9, Day.
And that'll do it for 1 quarter, 1 frame. St. John's 6, Kapolei 0, and the Hurricanes staying in this game with the Cadets knocking on the door. And I thought this, Kevin, would be a good opportunity since we just saw a couple runs here on this drive led by number 44, Tariq Boney. I think on a weekly basis it's important to remember the significance of that number. They're putting that number on a player that the whole school is behind. This number is, instead of being retired for Kevin Plank, the number is being utilized to celebrate some of these kids. And Tariq Boney is the man in number 44. He is all of it. He's everything. We love talking about him. You hear us talking about him a lot. Infectious smile, absolute commands respect without anything. He just walks into a room and he's the guy that's in charge and people follow him.
He's one of the best leaders in St. John's football history. He's a peer minister. Kid's got a 3.75 GPA. He's a 4-star going to play edge at Michigan, and all the kids love him. The guy that would be the last kid on the team to the next best player equally look up to this guy, and there's a reason why this 44 is on that jersey, is on that kid. And we can't get enough of talking about him, so we won't. We won't stop. No reason to.
Nope. And we'll have more on the 44 jersey as the season progresses. Sling, dangerous tip up, as I believe that was Jordan Williams, the sophomore wide receiver.
Naeem had to drop the arm angle there to try and complete the pass, and he lost it a little high there, as you can see, because our tremendous cameraman. You see he had to go to the sidearm, put it a little behind him. Excellent shot there down there, Jordan. Well done, man. But that's exactly what happened. Also, that was a pass protection clinic by the front five of the St. John's Cadets. That was a perfect pocket.
Rion, show in motion. Powell, very short gain on third down up the middle. That's number 35.
Again.
That's Xavier Sua.
Again, he's been in the mix now. That's at least 2 or 3 tackles Big Xavier's been involved in. And that looks like the Cadets are sending out the field goal unit.
Nolan Stringer on to attempt 27-yarder from the right hash. Connor Musin on to hold. And the kick is up.
Looks like it's no good.
It's off to the wide right. And it'll stay 6-0. And after really a game that St. John's has been somewhat in control of, 2 turnovers, offensive production kind of up and down the field, St. John's with that weird-looking 6.
Yep, and they just gave the Hurricanes life as Xavier Sua sprints off the field, getting his teammates fired up because he knows what he just did on third down, and no points given up on that drive is a huge stop for the Hurricanes.
Ballesteros and Salas in the backfield, 4 wide for the Hurricanes on 1st and 10. Ball's on the ground, and it is covered up by Ballesteros.
And that's going to be another sack for 44. It's just what it is. But Ballesteros got the ball, picked it up. There's been some issues with the snap so far, and that's a killer on 1st down.
I think our freshman got that.
Oh, it was 32 first on the scene. Sorry,
Scott Nyambi.
And he looked, sorry, when you look like Tariq Boney to me,
as a freshman.
And by the way, that freshman is going to be someone. We're going to say Scott's name a whole lot.
Ballesteros out to his right, and he connects with his receiver. They're going to call it a catch.
That's an incredible throw and catch.
That
shows right there that those two, they have done that more than once, Ken. They were absolutely on the same page. That ball couldn't have been put anywhere else. 1 foot down in high school, that's a 15-yard gain.
It's going to be 3rd and about 3 here. Bryson Yose in the backfield to help block is the quick pass to Nico Smith, and he tried to get it and turn around the sidelines, but it's going to be 4th and 1.
And I'll say it when it's due. That was a great job of officiating by the side judge on top. Perfect spot. Because that was awkward. He might have caught it right around the marker, but he redirected, got his head around without being spun out. And that was a good spot there. Job well done. And you won't hear me say that often.
Well, here's something you will hear me say as often as I can. Larry McCurley is on the field for the Hurricanes.
You nailed it. Another snap. He fielded it good.
Good punt. Hang time. Breon fair catches it at the 35. Larry McCurley switches the fields here for the Hurricanes.
Well, as we're sitting here, Ken, I just want to say, with these two teams being 4,850 miles away, there's a lot of interesting connections that we've uncovered over the week. I mean, we're diehard Skins fans, man. We got the Commanders game against the Raiders, and Marcus Mariota, starting on the weekend that Kapolei is in D.C., is not lost upon me. Mariota played at St. Louis, about 25 miles east of Kapolei, and I think it's just remarkable that the starting quarterback for the local NFL DC franchise is a guy from Oahu, while the team from Oahu is in town in a game that has never existed before today. Fantastic that that's happening. We got way more connections to talk about as the day goes on.
Jordan Williams in motion. Naeem pitches to Powell. He gets a shot.
Oh,
He gets a shot to run it to the outside.
42.
Noah on the scene.
Matthias Niravoa getting the shoulder pads working out there on the edge. And also getting help from Big 44, who's been everywhere already today, but we knew he would be. Noah Papu Moa'ava.
Rogers. It's going to be a handoff to Powell, and he makes a guy miss, and it's going to be 3rd and short.
Yep.
I don't think they got him to the line, but Powell, after really working hard on the interior of this Hurricane defense, has had a couple runs to the outside, and on 3rd and short,
I'll tell you,
Day will come in for him.
I'll tell you who's carrying the heavy load right now. It's that front 5 of the Cadets playing outstanding football right at the line of scrimmage, man. This offensive line is just – Coach Juice been doing a great job, my man, and right now today it shows. They got to get it done in the red zone as well, but I'm just telling you, the O-line right now is in sync.
And the job's not easy. The Hurricane defensive line and their offensive line, they're known to be a bunch of very strong guys. That's what they get off the bus with. And up the middle for a gain of 3.
You got to follow your guys and put Boney in there and follow him too. Why not?
Day with the first down for the Cadets. A collision there at the line of scrimmage.
We got somebody taking a second to get up.
Justin Takushi, I believe number 40.
Well, while we got a little break, let's talk about one of the other connections here. And I'm going to let you go ahead and say Taualia's last name.
Tungavailoa.
This young man is the all-time leading passer. Before he went to Alabama and came here to the University of Maryland for his outstanding career, he holds every record here at Kapolei High School, the Hurricanes. He only played 2 years, his freshman, sophomore year. He's got over 6,300 passing yards, which is it's remarkable. This guy, when Tua came and played for Alabama to go to play for Saban, the whole family left and came to Alabama, so he transferred to Thompson High down there. But we got him after that in town. So there's all kinds of local quarterback scenarios from the island of Oahu in town. And
we tried to get him. We tried to get him for another year. Tried to get that medical, red shirt, gray shirt, beige shirt, whatever, COVID shirt, whatever shirts they were handing out. Wanted him for one more year. Thought he deserved another year of college. The NCAA disagreed. So it was him at quarterback as a trigger man for Mike Loxley's offense was fun. And it was productive. Lots of numbers. Talia Tungavailoa got it done at the college level, no doubt.
No doubt.
He might own some records, some passing records
He
for
does.
the Terrapins.
And the ACC as well.
Yeah. Woods to throw. Plenty of time. Nothing but time.
Got to come back to him.
All kinds of time.
There's so
just
much
running
time.
around.
I said the O-line is just getting the job done.
Woods turns it into about a 5.5, 6 yard gain. Great coverage by the Hurricane defense as Woods had nowhere to go.
A great hustle by Genesis Stice out there, number 30, because that could have been a lot more yards right there if he doesn't take the angle properly.
Second and short. Boney in at H-back, if we're still calling it that, Kev.
Just Boney back, call it.
Boney back. And he gives to Day. Just a great job by the Hurricane defensive line. Just stand in.
They're fighting. They're in there fighting and scrapping. They're a bit undersized up there, but they know that. They've played against 2 top 100 teams this year, Ken. Last week they played their rival from the island of Oahu, Kahuku. Kahuku the week before played the number 1 team in the nation, modern day, and only lost by 4. These guys have been up against it. They're battle tested. And, hey, in a program like this, it's year-round ball. This is what it is.
Yep. And they were able to move the chains on that run by Day as Woods shows the pass to Powell, wants to go up top to Breon, who was well covered.
RPO look, and he just lost it high there, but Breon had inside leverage, and that could have been a big one.
Rylan Perron. as it'll be 2nd and 10.
By the way, Taulia threw for 3,919 yards his sophomore season.
At Kapolei?
And 42 teeters. I mean, that's a pretty decent season.
Tariq.
Following that O-line.
And they turn 2nd and 10 into 3rd and 2 on a strong run.
The big boys are in there mashing, my man.
Yeah, Jordan Harrison, or Will Crawford, I saw him.
Big Will there.
Sorry.
Yeah, Big Will was right at the point of attack. The sophomore with multiple scholarship offers.
Patrick Vogt involved in there, number 62.
There's your guards right there.
Provide some Croatian power.
And Faye, Dosho Faisa, the right tackle. Got to make sure we say all these names. I don't want any trouble in the parking lot.
Rhodes over the right side. And he plows forward. Good enough for first down yardage and more, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line here. Cadets on the drive, about 6.5 to go here in the first half. And listen, the St. John's offense has been able to move the ball. They've been getting first downs. Their running game has been, for the most part, effective.
Oh, extremely effective.
Woods, the defense is getting turnovers.
And look here, all 4 D linemen, hands on hips over there. We got an injury timeout. But when St. John's dictates pace and runs the ball effectively and the O-line is imposing their will, they are hard to stop, man.
And the only thing missing at this point is that they'll be the first to tell you are the points on the board. That's what this trip is all about, is they can get a first down just outside the 15-yard line. We'll get a name and number.
Yeah, we can't see it from here right yet, but
we thought it might be Noah, but I wasn't sure if it was 44 or not.
Well,
yeah, it is. We don't want to see.
No.
We want to make sure he's okay.
No. While we're waiting here to see what happens, there's one more connection that I'm super proud to discuss.
Okay.
One of our own, one of our finest alums, one of my favorite.
Ooh, that's right.
My man Brian Calabrese, 3-year starter at quarterback here at St. John's College High School and 3-year basketball starter. He's living in Oahu right now. He lives on Waialua, and his lovely wife Katie, his sons Reagan, Charlie, and Finn. Hey, if you guys are listening, we're giving you a shout out here from D.C. Hey, we miss you guys. We hope you're doing great out there. I know how much you love the lifestyle and the place that you live in, and I can see it by the people they brought here today. But hey, we miss you guys, and we hope you're doing great. And Reagan, Charlie, and Finn, your dad was one heck of a football player. I mean, he was a stud here, and he had a great career. I think he's a Hall of Famer. But I want to shout out to my brother in Oahu and the Calabrese family. Brian and Katie, miss you guys.
Noah Papu Mu'ava.
And thank you, Brian, for some of the insider information out here trying to call this game. He told me so many nice things about the program and directed me to the right place to talk about everything and how dedicated they are and how he loves where he lives. And Coach Darren Hernandez. Coach Darren Hernandez for the Kapolei Hurricanes is the only coach they've ever had. This school was founded in the year 2000. He picked the color combinations, the logos, the mascot. It's all him. This program is his baby. And there's a reason why this is the program that came from Hawaii, the first program to ever from Hawaii cross the Mississippi River.
I'm thinking about stealing that logo for my personal Ken brand.
There you go.
I mean, it's a great looking K. You don't see a lot of them.
I've got a lot of questions about your personal Ken brand, but
we haven't decided, what direction we're going in yet. But that's a good looking logo.
By we, you mean you and somebody else?
Well,
I'm certain of.
There's a board that I answer to, Kevin. I just can't do anything I want.
I'm sick that day.
Day over the right side.
Look at him fighting.
And
he just doesn't stop, man. I'm telling you, he just plays so physically. Hey, Big Will, the left guard, they ran a little counter there, and you saw the athleticism of this young sophomore moving and scooting and getting up into the hole, leading Day. That's a whole lot of man coming your way as Patrick Vogt comes flying outside too. Pulled both guards to the near side, and that's a whole lot of collision.
Second and short. Jordan Williams in motion. Woods to throw. Steps up into the pocket, moves out to his right. He's
What a
he
catch.
had Powell. He hung him up there a little bit, but it was brought down, and he was able to protect himself for a first down just at or inside the 10. We'll see if they'll make it first and goal.
I love saying it every week, but Tariq Powell as a freshman had a 12 tackle, 3 sack, 5 tackle for loss game as a defender at Gonzaga his freshman year. Now he's playing tailback. Let's just let him do whatever he wants. That's a football player right there.
It will be first and goal for the Cadets. Powell. And he'll get driven back by a number of Hurricane defenders.
Genesis Stice is the one I saw. Nice job, number 30.
And
This Hurricane defense has been awesome in the red zone, Ken.
absolutely. They've tightened up. The middle of the field on both running and passing somehow. They've cleaned that up a lot in the red zone all day today as it's second and goal from about the 8-yard line. And here comes Day-Day, and he powers his way over the right side. Touchdown, Cadets.
Day-Day is going to get that touchdown in the column, but that's an offensive line drive right there. Yeah. I'll mention it again. Coach Juice getting it done up there. The big boys up front getting it done, and the Cadets take a 12-0 lead.
Bova gets to take a drive. And here comes the extra point attempt. And it's good. 7 points for the Cadets. Makes it 13-0 with just under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
There's a lot going on in that machine.
There's a lot going on. I don't even know if we're allowed to know everything that's going on.
I don't want it.
Do you think Kevin's in there for, to keep the thing from tipping over? I think he might be.
He's in charge of beverage cooling.
Beverage cooling and weight distribution. Well, certainly our biggest hope is that Noah's over there walking it off. We don't want anyone getting hurt. We don't want anyone being hurt. Enjoy your trip to Washington, D.C.
No, one thing we love, and the word, I believe, in Hawaii is ohana, the family community. Our football ohana. The football community is so tight. It just got way smaller today, specifically here. In fact, 4,850 miles away tight.
Yeah.
We love calling these games because we love how hard these kids work. We want to say their names, their numbers, and we root as hard as we can for no injuries. So 44, I hope you're doing all right in there. And that's the worst thing possible. That's the only thing we hate about this sport.
That's right. The return.
Kai Connolly is not letting anyone outside of him today.
We got a flag behind the play.
Let's see which way this one goes. Two guys got tangled up. Number 13, Bryson Miyose.
Let's see.
And number 22, Gunnar Chapman, getting into a little bit of extracurricular activities.
And after opening arguments and deliberation, the personal foul is going to go against Kapolei. That'll move that ball back.
And by the way, my paid
Inside
for
the 20.
my paid by the flags comment earlier. I'm not saying it goes one way or another. This is not the case. It's there's just a lot of flags these days.
It will still be 1st and 10, but it will be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. It's Ballesteros and the Hurricane offense will have a couple extra yards to get here on this drive to hit pay dirt. And that's the handoff. And they're going in the wrong direction. And I believe that was Shaden Roman.
Who was first on the scene there? Tariq Boney with the tackle for a loss. That is his 4th tackle for a loss in the first half.
I had the wrong number. Chaz Michael Kapahu was the runner on that one.
Right.
Cadets jump.
Hey, that guy, Chaz Michael Kapahu, can 56 rushes for 320 yards and 8 TDs on the year, averaging 5.7 per rush. Not so much on that play, but he is one heck of a ball player.
He's built like a prototypical running back.
Yep.
Low to the ground.
5'8", 180.
Just powerful.
The junior's got multiple TD games this season.
And he gets the handoff again. And he fights forward, making guys miss, and he's going to get it all. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes. It's Chaz Michael. Keeps the legs moving, just like we were talking about.
Exactly. Well, you don't have that stat line if you don't have the ability to move that pile.
See, we'll give out the announcer jinxes the other way.
Exactly.
Talk good about kids, and they show up. It's Ballesteros, 1st and 10. Quick throw out to the right to Nico Smith.
Now you talk about quick. Do you see that turn and sprint?
Yeah.
I mean, he got north-south in a hiccup that was so quick. That's why the numbers, and that's why Jacob Ballesteros has such faith in Nico Smith. He is a playmaker. 11.5 per catch on the season.
And if this Hurricane offensive line continues in the past pro game the way they've been going, St. John's defenders got to watch out for that hitch and go. As Nico Smith rises up for a 2nd down catch, and that's good for a 1st down for the Hurricanes.
What I love about this offense is they just take what the defense gives you. If you want to play off, we're going to take our 5 to 7 yards. We're going to get our 1st down. We know there's 2 minutes left. I think they have 2 timeouts left. I think they've taken 1. The scoreboard says 3, but plenty of time for them to get points here before half at this rate.
It's a backwards pass.
It was. That was a forwards lean.
That was a forced tackle.
Oh, my Lord. Nick May coming up and making sure those shoulder pads are working properly. That's how you come up and make a play in the flat.
And they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ballesteros communicating assignments to the Hurricane players, and he's moving out to his right, and he's under pressure right away, and he throws it right into a defender's arms, and someone was a little bit surprised there. I think that right after that play, I think that was Nick May again, finding himself in the center of things. It's a Hurricane down.
I think it's Ballesteros because he just got
was
sandwiched as he let that ball go. He took it on both sides of the ribs.
Just over a minute and a half here to go in the 1st half.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we get you a good update on Ballesteros here as they check him out. The game has had a weird kind of, I hate to use the word, the cliche word, but kind of choppiness. Not from a sense that St. John's hasn't been super efficient, but to be 13-0 after what your eyes have seen.
Right.
For the most part, we've seen St. John's get what they want. And this, I think really you said it probably best in the last one, the Hurricane defense in the red zone. Obviously, St. John's didn't help themselves out with a few missed kicks, or a couple missed kicks. But that red zone defense, specifically against the run in the red zone, impressive, and really forcing St. John's to make those decisions and ultimately to keep the points off the board. I'm actually pretty impressed. And it's tough. You see, what I thought was a bigger crowd earlier. It's only about 40-something players.
Yeah.
We see it week in and week out in the WCAC. The four-quarter, the ability for teams like St. John's and really a lot of the teams around here and some of the ones we've seen come through to come at you for 4 quarters. It's tough with a short bench. It's tough anyways.
Well, bend but don't break is how the philosophy of today's game. And these kids are fighters, man. I know one thing. Everyone around here knows that local ball around here, we play a tough brand. It's big, it's physical, it's fast, and teams trying to impose their will on each other. That's exactly the school that these guys are coming from. I mean, there we go. The young man gets up. Ballesteros is walking off on his own power. Good news as senior captain Brayon Williams goes over to check on him. I like that. Aloha spirit both ways. That's how it should be. This is a sport that unifies people. We're in a city that not necessarily happening these days, but on a high school football field, these Americans from 4,800 mile plus away, they know. They know what they're doing. They know what the battle is on a daily basis. They know how hard they work. They know the effort they put in. This is exactly what we need.
We need more Kapolei in the nation's capital. That's a fact.
Here you go. Get that. Put it on a T-shirt. I'll be the first one to buy.
It'll be 3rd and 10. Dre Pasquale
and he's already had some reps. He's played a little bit this season. He came in earlier today.
He's looking to throw. Gets out to his right. Evades the rush. The ball's on the ground.
Out. And a big recovery.
That's the offensive lineman. Is that big 78?
Is that the freshman?
Or 76? Or 70? Actually, I think that's 70.
Ken, if you keep on naming numbers, you're eventually going to nail it.
Kalalau Pu'ule Sena.
1:26. The Cadets have 1 timeout. Looks like a punt situation here for the Hurricanes. If that was a St. John's timeout, they might not have any left. You learn not to trust the scoreboard. The clock is great, the score's good, but the timeout's a little choppy. We've had a lot of breaks in action this half, haven't we, Ken?
It's part of the flow of this game. Has just been like I think that choppy is just ultimately the best word for it. We just haven't really gotten into a rhythm, and hopefully that in the second half, all the fans and the players and everyone can just feel a little bit more, get into that flow.
Well, we get to talk about some fun stuff, I mean, there's this, like we keep talking about all these connections to the local area from in the football world from Hawaii. I mean, we got Coach Darren Hernandez, he played ball at the University of, and I think the starting quarterback then was a guy by the name of Ken Niamatola, who we all know around here.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most well-respected coaches at the Naval Academy. And one of his great friends, a high school rival, Kurt Govea. We all know exactly who that is. The Washington Redskins fan base here loved Kurt Govea.
Number 54.
Still do. Super Bowl champion, special teams, linebacking monster.
Punts away.
Brand's going to get to return this one first time today.
Williams keeps his footing.
Excellent coverage. That was, I saw number 20. Rylan Parra was first on the scene there getting a tackle in the column.
You never want to miss an opportunity to say a good job by Larry McCarley. Good punt.
Yeah, great tackle.
Oh, Larry. Probably don't have a lot of Larrys on the mainland down there in Hawaii.
You have no idea about the amount of Larrys.
I don't know.
You just flung that one out there.
My over-under on Larry's is good. I'm going to take the under. Woods quickly out to Drew Williams. Quick tackle. Good job on the defense. Good job on the offense, taking what they were given. Clock stays moving. 2nd and 5.
That was Chason Shirai Ishi de la Cruz.
Breon, screen. A lot of room to run, and nice tackle in the secondary.
Nice job out there blocking senior number 4, 6'2", 200-pound Drew Williams. And that allowed that play to gain another 10 yards there. And you gotta love seeing Jordan Harrison out there. He's been all over the place today.
Powell, first down run will bring up second and short, and they're running a hurry-up
25
offense here.
seconds on the running clock here. Like I said, I do not believe the Cadets have any timeouts left, even though it says they have one.
Woods to throw it outside. Rogers, we got a flag.
A late flag. Clock stops on the first down, but we do have a late flag with 11 on the clock.
Ineligible man downfield for the Cadets.
It happens on the RPO. It's just part of the game. It's part of the deal. You block hard at the line of scrimmage and you release a little too early. It's the nature of the beast. We got 11 seconds. We're going to have a second and long.
We're going to ask the coach. And it will be a timeout.
The clock was going to run there. So this is St. John's has 11 seconds to try and score some points here with no timeouts left.
I will suggest that at the 37-yard line, they're out of field goal range.
Well, yes, they are.
And that means they're going to have to put this ball in play. In 11 seconds, I'm trying to even think how many yards. I mean, I think this ball's got to get to the end zone.
Well, you can get something out of bounds here. I mean, if you get
two shots here, chop it up.
Or try, one shot to get 15 yards.
Give Nolan
get the ball out of bounds and see if we can kick one in there. But you got some time. They're going to call 2 plays in the huddle here just in case. But I don't think you can line back up and get one off. But
yeah, that's what I would agree with that.
Now, if they do catch the ball in bounds, you're going to see 11 guys sprinting to the ball because when they set the chains, they will pump the clock. Keep an eye on the referee doing a little pump in the back, getting that clock going.
Woods to throw down the right sideline. He's going for Drew Williams into the end zone. 5 seconds left.
Well, we're going to see that again.
Yep.
Want to see put a little air under that one. Let Drew go and moss somebody if you can. That he threw that to a safe place. All right, here I think we got our big receivers in here, Ken. I think this is
Bobby Marshall and Jake Ricca checking in here. And the Hurricane defense will bring it down. That'll close the half, but there is a flag. It's going to go on St. John's, so I believe that will end the half as the penalty will be declined. And we'll go in to the locker room. 13-0 Cadet lead over the Hurricanes. We'll be back for second half action. Stick around. Welcome back to second half action here at St. John's College High School, home of the Cadets. Staked to a 13-point lead over the Kapolei Hurricanes all the way from Oahu. Gorgeous day here, Saturday afternoon, WCAC football. I'm Ken Meringolo, joined by Kevin Ricca for second half action.
It certainly is a gorgeous day of football. It's like the Kapolei Hurricanes brought the weather with them, Ken, and I did a little research. The lowest temperature ever recorded in Kapolei, 49 degrees. Ooh. Right? I really want to get on that return flight. I do love my family, though. It's tough.
It is tough, and once you're there, you're there. I mean, you don't just go and come back.
No, this has been beautiful so far today. A very hard-fought, well-played game. Both these defenses showed up, ready to mix it up.
And let me get things started on the name parade here in the second half. Friend of the show, Larry McCarley. Kicking it off to the goal line is Powell. He's at the 20, and he's picking his way through, and he's got a burst of speed, and his momentum carries him outside the numbers. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Nice, decent job out there by lanky number 17 on kickoff return.
Yep. Flag on the play.
Well, we ended the half with the flag, and we started the half with the flag, and that's the call. It was not great hustle to go get the flag either. If it takes you 10 minutes to go pick it up after you throw it, just drop it by your ankle, bro.
Great work there.
There he is. There it is.
Star of the game. Oh, he didn't even get it on one pickup. It was a double pickup. That's in the film room for the refs. They always call it and say, hey, can we get film of the game? And I know that one's going to be used as an example.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from just inside the 11-yard line. Woods, handoff. Day over the left side. Fights through a couple of arm tackles and bounces off a couple of body tackles.
Speaking of bouncing, Adrian Hamilton on that play was awesome. Put a pancake.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
The big senior.
That's a big pancake.
I hear great stories about Adrian Hamilton in school, in the classroom. Joy to be in the classroom. But this is Day with a huge hole, nothing but room, as he gets on his horse, and he'll get caught from behind at midfield. A touchdown saving tackle by Bryson Miose.
Definite touchdown saving tackle there.
It's touchdown saving, but it was also a touchdown saving holding call.
Like it's just nonstop.
In the backfield, it's going to bring that play back.
It's nonstop, man.
And it's going to be second and quite a distance. Although in this area, we'll talk about half the distance to the goal. Ball should set up inside the 10-yard line, maybe close to the inside the 10.
4 penalties in the last 3 plays. It's. Let me show you what I know.
All right, 2nd and 11. So the distance to the goal line helped keep this penalty from being as damaging as it could have been. As Woods on his goal line steps up into the pocket, slings it to Drew Williams. He's got first down yardage, and he fights his way through a couple of tackles. And the Cadets get it all right back in one try.
Big Drew, the Marshall commit, showing up in the 3rd quarter and getting his name in the stat column. Nice job by Naeem Woods stepping up in the pocket, finding the open receiver on 2nd and long and making a football play.
And he does get some rise on that slingshot sidearm. Day picking his way through the middle of the line for a gain of 3.
Now, I'll keep on saying, Xavier Sua is mixing it up today. He has been at the point of attack many, many times. He's been at the bottom of the pile, many others, and we've said his name a ton. He's having himself a great day out there playing some defense for the Hurricanes.
Quinton Fatu, the right end, also number 34. Big number 65. The senior. Amarxis Tagovailoa, Amosa. And the second down run. Will set the Cadets up 3rd and 3.
This is a big down here. First possession coming out of halftime for the Cadets, up 13. Hurricanes looking for a huge stop in St. John's side.
And the turn upfield from Powell, and he gets stopped at the sticks, and we'll see where they spot it.
I think he got it.
They're going to give it to him first down as it was a powerful stop at the point of attack. Amate Tai Matuia. He's having himself a game.
Look at that right there. Big Will with the seal block. Number 72 getting work done. Allowing Tyreek to get the first.
1st and 10. Cadets on the move. Approaching midfield. Tyreek Powell in the backfield.
That's a great throw. That is a great throw. The touch he put on that, he dropped it over the shoulder. That's a beautiful throw, stepping up in the pocket. And once again, the pocket created by this front five that has been spectacular today.
Breon coming up a little gimpy on that. Maybe a cramp. He's been fighting off something all day. But he got the ball to the outside. Outside the defender, outside the receiver. Tyreek Powell turns it upside. And he stays on his feet for a gain of 8 on first down. It'll be 2nd and short. And there's the handoff.
And there's the push. I mean, I'm telling you, we can keep saying it all day long. Jordan Harrison, once again. Key block.
Great tackle at the line. Genesis Stice. Tyreek Powell has played a physical game for himself, and he's been met with physicality in the middle of the field an awful lot today. Day comes on, and they're going to move the chains on that run. A little bit of a better spot there. Day up over that left guard. He bounces it out to the outside. He's got room on the sidelines.
The 1-2 punch of Tyreek and Day and Tyreek. Throw Breon in the mix every now and then. This is a loaded backfield, Ken. Absolutely loaded. Different styles, but same results.
Seal blocks. Bouncy running back. Patience. Patrick Vogt gets his block done.
Look at that.
And then the athleticism of number 9. 1st and 10. Woods. He throws it outside, and it's Drew Williams. And again, a great ball away from the defender.
Hey, perfectly placed ball. Drew reaches out with the hands. Touchdown for the senior, number 4. How about that drive by the St. John's Cadets, led by the offensive line? And Naeem Woods showed you on a couple plays that series that he has the ability with that rocket rifle arm of his to put a little touch on it and drop it in when he has to.
Nolan Stringer on for the point after. That kick is up, and it is good. We have a 20-point lead here with 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. As the Cadets open things up here with a touchdown. And here you see Naeem Woods. And you see Drew Williams just setting up for that outside throw. Almost boxing out his defender and turning outside.
And you see right where he put that ball. Only where his receiver could catch it, out of harm's way. And Drew, with hands like that, he's going to turn and score 100% of the time when he's got that much space to work with. That's a big-time drive by the Cadets. You can tell this offensive line starting to impose their will. They are, and by the way, the Hurricanes are stout, but giving up 3 and 4 a pop eventually will wear you down, and that was the result. as Nolan Stringer lines it up from the 40.
Zeph Salas back deep. And he'll receive this ball at the 5.
Uh-oh.
Muffin at the 5, but picks it up. Makes a couple of guys miss. But put on the ground there at the 12-yard line, and that's where the Hurricane offense will take over here in the second half. I don't see Ballesteros. I don't know if he's coming back out. We'll see here.
What I do see is St. John's team speed starting to become an issue as well on special teams and especially on defense, Ken. We got guys everywhere as Kai Connolly lines up at the safety spot.
Ballesteros does come back out here in the second half.
Attaboy. That's great news.
That's what we like to see. A little bit of a different look here as the running back in the backfield. Now ball is on the ground. It'll be picked up by St. John's. Now, clearly, I think it was a fumble and not a pitch.
No, it was a bad handoff.
Okay.
It's been tough. The Hurricanes have had a few issues with this snapping and catching at that spot today, but that's a dagger.
Ballesteros, you can see he gets the snap, and the snap was never handled. He didn't even have a chance to.
And Will Polk figured out how to scoop it and get possession for the Cadets here.
And that is not a good result here for the Hurricanes, as the Cadets offense will come right back out on the field in a first and goal scenario from inside the 5. Dejan Tally Rhodes, number 9, will get our circle before the play here, our highlighted circle, as he'll move to the left side. We'll see. And now we got a flag, and that's going to be a delay game.
Yep.
And it's a tough penalty because you're inside the 5 and now you're outside the 5. And I think St. John's is happy to be on offense so quick with the turnover, but it's not a good feeling on offense to lose that super short field against a defense that has found a way to tighten up. Rhodes.
Excellent play in the backfield. Who shot the gap there?
I think that was our guy, 30. Bryson Mioso. It was Bryson Mioso, but it was also, you're right, it was Genesis Stice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's been playing great today. How many times have we said his name? He just knifed through that offensive line that's been dominant today. And not many times do you see Day tackled for a loss.
No.
Or one man.
And now you're sitting outside the 10 on second down. The play clock's not moving. I don't think anyone's down. I don't know why the play clock's not moving. Is there? Okay, here we go. It's going to be a personal foul, hands to the face against St. John's. And that's going to move the ball back even more, I believe.
It's borderline embarrassing. Look at Naeem. He's like, sir, can you possibly tell me that we've averaged more flags than plays since the end of the second quarter?
And they're getting close to being on the outside of field goal range.
Well, but it's still first down, Ken. But
it is still first down. No, wait, how is it still first down?
I'm going to tell you right now, these referees have a great opportunity to throw their third consecutive flag on this down. Keep an eye on it.
I thought it was a dead ball foul, but I guess not. Woods to the end zone. Drew Williams. And that'll be
it's a flag.
A flag.
It's going to be.
The flag reveal on first and long. That interference, I believe they're going to say it happened in the field of play. I don't know if that matters so much at the high school level, but it wasn't in the end zone. Or it was eventually in the end zone.
It's a 15-yard penalty no matter what.
So you get back
it's not a spot or a
half the distance here since we're inside the 30.
And we're going to have our first down from our fourth spot.
Yeah, we're really getting
drive.
I mean, for the money, you can't really argue. You're getting a lot of reps in here.
They're getting paid today, the Stripes.
Here we go. The handoff over the left side for Rhodes.
Look at that cut, but what a great tackle, too, man. I'll tell you, number 13, Bryson Miose, my fault.
Bryson Miose. He's having a good game.
Yes, he is.
It'll be second
So is
down.
Patrick Volk.
Yeah, big old 62.
He's been playing lights out. And I've said Adrian Hamilton a bunch, but let me get back to Jordan Williams because he is doing work in there. I can't get enough of how this O-line's playing
Will
right
Crawford.
now. And we didn't have a penalty on either side of the ball right there, which is a big win for the guys in the broadcast booth and the fans.
Yep, everyone wins. Pitch
little
out to
option
Breon. He's got to fight his way through quite a few Hurricanes, and they're going to be back behind the 10 again. It'll be third and goal from the 11-yard line.
Nice job on defense, not getting fooled, maintaining
And we got a
the
player
integrity.
down. It looks like a cramp this time, though, thankfully. We'll see if
Well, we got to give a shout out here to JJ Pahinui on the tackle in open space. Breon's not a guy that gets tackled in open space all that easily. Nice job, 22, the senior defensive back.
take this opportunity to give a shout out to the best crew in high school sports. On the camera today, you got DeMar Gordon, Harlan Budowski, Jordan Klemko in the booth. There's Harlan right there. Oh, you know what? I forgot Luke. He's going to give us a nice picture of Harlan.
Nice.
There he is. He's looking great, by the way. Always looking great. We got DeMar here next to us on the table. On the field, getting all those close-up views is Jordan. I believe he's probably getting the one shooting Harlan right now. And then Brian Trotman and Luke David, the best production crew, again, in high school sports. We love it. We love hanging out with these guys. No better way to spend a Saturday.
That's our squad, our team, and we all love
There he
our
is.
role and love being a part of it. This is
Jordan's all excited because he's a Raiders fan. He's going tomorrow to see the Raiders. But here's what I found out about Jordan for tomorrow, which is cool. I would rather him be a Skins fan, obviously, since he's from where I'm from. But he's got a Biletnikoff jersey he's going to wear tomorrow, and that's legit.
That's fair. Super Bowl 11 MVP, Fred Biletnikoff.
I just don't want to sit behind him. You don't want to sit behind a 6'8" wearing Biletnikoff jersey wearing Raiders fan all day at FedEx.
Does he have the spike shoulder pads?
I specifically asked him that because I sat behind spiked shoulder pads before. He does not have spiked shoulder pads.
Not a great segue, spike shoulder pads, but I want to wish my family,
Ooh.
Kayla Jeffers and Daphne Pellegrino, an amazing day today. I wish I could be there and here at the same time. I hate that I'm not there. Michael and Peggy Jeffers, the whole Jeffers clan up in New Haven, Connecticut to celebrate an amazing marriage, two amazing people, two of my faves. So you guys have a great day today. All of you up there celebrating. I miss you, and I love you. I wish I was with you. And congratulations, Kayla and Daphne.
Congratulations to Kayla and Daphne. I mean, listen. Kayla. I said Kayla. I don't know. I was thinking about Caitlin. I wanted to say a special thank you to Taylor Meringolo and Caitlin Graham. Day one, hour one, we're getting St. John's broadcast crew up and going here. The first two students involved, they showed up today. We're excited. Naeem Woods, under pressure, tries to get a quick one off. And once again, this Hurricane defense just manages to thwart the Cadets' high hopes. This drive started at the 4-yard line through a variety of events, mostly flags.
Ken,
Here we are.
We were told that these Hurricanes would play this brand of ball. We knew it. These are pound for pound, extremely tough individuals.
Yeah.
They are well coached. They are well trained. They have been out there. Can you imagine the temps that they've been working out in and the level it takes to get to the level they're playing at today? And listen, we know how feisty and scrappy they are. They can't keep putting themselves in these spots with these turnovers. But listen, they just turned the ball over on the 5-yard line. It's 4th and goal from the 10. So that's a big W for the defense of the Hurricanes.
Good news there. As Day-Day
Day-Day's
able to get up,
back
but
down.
it's
He's
a cramp, and it's flaring up. And
I got to talk to Day-Day. It's too nice out for cramps.
I was going to say this. I know we go to the well a little bit too much, pun intended, but this
Are
is.
you going to say pickle juice?
I was going to say hose water.
Okay.
This is a classic case for hose water, in my personal, humble opinion. I don't remember getting cramps when we were drinking from the hose in the neighborhood games, but then I don't know. That's a long time ago.
Well, Ken, Day has lots of muscles.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Well, I'm including both of us.
Okay.
Because I don't cramp either, but obviously there's a medical reason. But while we're sitting here waiting for the cramps, let me also give a huge shout out to St. John's, I believe, class of 70. But Jimmy and Chris Kernan celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
They've run the gym in D.C. at St. Anne's for as long as I can remember. Amazing people, an amazing family. That's an amazing stat. 50-year anniversary. Hey, congratulations and God bless you guys.
Nolan Stringer for 3, and it's good. It's my first call this year for the 3-point attempt.
There you go.
Nolan Stringer for 3. It's 23-0. St. John's with the shutout intact here as they are going to kick off with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Hey, this is an offense at Kapolei that averages 34.2 points per game, well over 380 yards. And today that has not been the case. This defense from St. John's showed up ready. And they've been all over the place. They haven't given up anything. And I'm telling you, this defense at St. John's is getting better and better and better each and every week.
You know, you beat me to it at halftime, but it did occur to me that the Hawaii of the WCAC, which we have in our league, the St. Mary's Rican in Leonardtown, which is where St. John's went last week. They traveled there, the long distance that it is, all the way to Leonardtown, and then, of course, then the actual Hawaii showed up.
Right. Well, these guys travel in between islands. Flying to games is common. There's 50 teams spread out. And they got a handful of teams that play 8-man. I love it. I love it. Into the end zone, blowing it dead.
Touchback.
No penalties.
St. John's looking to recover a touched kickoff. That ain't how it works at the high school level. Looks like we have another cramp.
Man.
Dealing with at the 25-yard line. We'll get that worked up. This Hurricane training staff is getting their steps in. Coming to the near side of the field. Reminder, we'll be here. 3 more home games for St. John's, and it is our hope to continue to work these students in. We look forward to having some student segments before we get out of this season as we work to get the story of WCAC football specifically and WCAC sports on St. John's campus. Represented in the community, and I think with the leadership of folks like Brian Griffin, Pat Ward, Kevin Haley, and these guys, they're serious about it. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're excited to be a part of it. So thank you in advance for that.
Yeah, both sides starting to cramp up. And I take it back. I think I remember my last cramp, Ken, and it was Smithsonian related. You know, it's this time of year in the swamp, we get an Indian summer.
Yep.
It's tough. You got to walk around and see all these. I mean, it's so many great things to see between the capitals and the museums and the reflecting pool. But you know how that feels at the end of a day, and especially as a 50-year-old. But
I wouldn't know.
Those
You're
maul
much older
legs,
than me.
those maul legs are for real. And after traveling so far, like we said, and I got to mention it again, no two teams, in our opinion, of our crack staff in the history of high school football have been further away and played each other. This is the longest distance between two high school teams we think ever. No Hawaiian team has ever crossed the Mississippi, and you guys do the rest of the numbers. But we're going with it. And I love it. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful form of the sport. You know, we all love the pro game and the college game, but I'm sorry. You ask some of those guys their best memories, and they're going to take you right back to Saturday afternoons or Friday night lights with their buddies and their neighborhood, with the guys they went to school with and grew up with. And to this day, those are my brothers. So I know these guys are dealing with. So very awesome. This is an incredible game, and I hope there's a home and away.
Oh, yes.
Because let's take this First Amendment thing on the road, my friend.
First down run. Gain of 4. It'll be second down.
Chaz Michael Kapahu.
And they get right back to the line of scrimmage to set things up. Another handoff. Chaz Michael makes a couple guys miss at the line of scrimmage for another gain. It'll bring up third and short. An effective ground game here to get the drive started. Turn the aggression of the defensive ends against him there. Third straight run. Chaz Michael making guys miss, really dancing in the middle of the field there for a first down gain. It'll be 1st and 10 on 3 runs.
Yeah, they say guys that run the ball like him have a nose for the first down marker. And he sure did. He knew exactly where he had to get, showed great footwork and forward lean, making it happen for the team. First down, Hurricanes.
Very dynamic in the trenches there.
A nice tackle in there by Alex Wilburn, the sophomore defensive back.
And this time I believe that was Will Polk who got his hands on him first. And this will be a gain of 0 for 2nd and 10.
I don't know about that spot. I'm giving Will the tackle for loss on that one. 1 inch.
Another handoff. Another dodge at the line of scrimmage for a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd and long here for the Hurricanes. Urquilla onto the field, and Pofo gets a blow.
We got Charlie Abagu and a defensive end here. Tariq Boney opposite him, and these are the big-time pass rushers. Coming off the edge in 3rd and long, you got to know where they are.
Little razzle-dazzle
Great
around the left
call.
side. Nico Smith, room to run.
That's a great call. Boney is coming upfield with a full head of steam, and they run a little reverse around him. That's the first time we've had a huge play today with no laundry on the field. Excellent call by Kapolei. Nice job getting the extra yardage there. Nico Smith, he's a good guy to have the ball in hand in space.
The ground game for the Hurricanes on this drive has been impressive. I think efficient and impressive. And I think you see the coach saying, hey, one thing we need to do, we need to give our defense a little bit of a breather.
Will Polk and Devin Tinnon there on the stop, along with Scott Nyambi.
Second and 9. Ballesteros with another handoff.
St. John's has a little run blitz, stuffing up the gap, nowhere to go there. Drew Tinnon, he's had himself a day as he jogs off. And now here we are again in 3rd and long.
Chaz Michael just, that ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by St. John's, and we saw it bop out. It bounced around amongst about 10 guys in there, just right into the arms.
Now hang on. There is a flag in the field.
You don't say. Mike Niambi, I believe, is the one who came up with that.
The side
ball.
judge at the top here is going to see something, and she threw it early.
That was an early flag. It's almost maybe lined up off sides.
It has to be encroachment or a false start because that was thrown before anyone.
What are the other options? I mean, can you is it illegal formation? Are they going to let that play run?
Ken, that's I wouldn't leave that up to your wildest imagination.
This is being waved off. The waved hanky. The referee has surrendered. It is St. John's ball.
I hope they know they're not getting paid for that one.
That's we canceled it. Doesn't count. No bonus.
Hopefully another cramp situation here. Looks like it. As Chaz Michael Kapahu jogs off the field. St. John's Cadets ball. One thing they've done a great job of today, the Cadets have forced turnovers. I think that's the third one on the afternoon.
And they've recovered them all.
That's
Well, that's, of course, that would make it a turnover, I suppose.
That's a big deal. Coach Terrence Bird is going to love. Yes, well, that's very true. Coach Bird's going to love the turnover margin. He's going to love it. It'll be the first time, I think, if they're able to protect the ball, that St. John's has won in a landslide in the turnover battle this season.
Woods scrambling to throw. Out to the sidelines, a nice little shot there. Just to Carlo Rogers, but he'll be out of bounds.
Yep.
Get a little bit of a new look in the backfield here for the Cadets as Nico Phillips, the freshman running back, getting some reps here.
Let me tell you, the future is bright for Nico. I saw him this preseason, Ken, at the University of Delaware in a scrimmage against St. Joe's Prep. And I thought, wow, this kid's a freshman.
And he gets the give. And now he's going to try that middle.
Yeah.
And there's a flag from the
You knew
farthest
it. You knew it.
reaches of the field. Decent throw, decent hang time.
Yeah. That's going to be 15.
Yeah. And it was all after the play. Now there's one, there's two. This could be waved off also. We'll see if they do. They also like to enforce these to prevent future.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be on St. John's, 15-yarder, and it's going to be second and about 25, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, this might be a distance penalty. Yes, so it's going to be third and 20. Whew.
Interesting.
And there's Jordan right on the line of scrimmage for us. Woods. And they'll let this clock run, I believe, to set up an opportunity to let this be the last play of the quarter. Woods to throw. And he's under pressure, but he's escapes the pressure. Throws it deep. It's going to be intercepted. And the Hurricanes with a huge turnover.
I think Naeem on the run. That one just he lost a little bit high, and let's see the number here. Nice job.
I think it was
off the
Bryson
edge.
Miose again, but I could be mistaken. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's had a day. See, he went side a little and he lost it. That is Miose, and he has been everywhere. He's got a bunch of tackles. Now he's got a pick. And he's wearing that right number, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
We got a number 13. We're desperately missing in the booth today, and every day we'll be in the booth moving forward. But
Tiose.
always an unbelievable reminder.
Will Polk.
Will Polk, tackle for a loss. That'll end the quarter there, Ken.
After 3 quarters, 23-0, St. John's holding on to a shutout here. Hurricanes looking to put some points on the board. This might be their best, of the day, their best opportunity. As they're right at the 30-yard line, they'll switch fields.
Switch fields? They're bringing in a different field? Is what you're telling me. Man, this new football is crazy.
Well, Griff doesn't mess around.
No.
He's got a fourth quarter field. Coach Gibbs insisted that we play on the infield for the fourth quarter.
When I played, half of the end zone was the infield, and it was the old Raiders Chargers field.
The dirt infield.
Yes, the dirt infield. That was the entire end zone. They have since moved it and put turf on it because there was no grass, to be fair. Hard to differentiate the infield from the outfield when there's no grass what to speak of. But
we were a dirt field. Our home field was a dirt field at McNamara. By the time you got to October, I mean, the big guys were running up and down it all day from the beginning of August. In 2-a-days, that grass never had a chance.
Well, this was also back in the day when we walked 5 miles to school through the snow.
That's correct. Tyoka Jackson, however, he fixed that. Ballesteros with another handoff. A Le'Veon Bell-esque wait behind the offensive line before picking his hole as Zeph Salas.
And I feel terribly, but
3rd and 10.
The H-back fullback that's in the game right now wearing number 40.
Oh, yes.
We don't have – oh, there we go.
Jesden
Takushi. I'm sorry.
He is.
I would run behind him, too.
Yep.
That's a big man in motion there.
Ballesteros play broke down and was tipped by Boney.
Boney's got 3 pass breakups today, and all of them are in the backfield.
It'll be 4th and 10, and it's go-for-it territory.
No doubt about it. Although your guy Larry, huge leg.
Larry
Saw him in
McCarley.
warm-up. He was knocking 50s in that would have been good from 60 easy. Ken, and I know that's typically your job, but you didn't get here at 10:30 today. You got here at 11:30.
It's true.
So I had to fill in for you on very
the
many
Larry
things.
McCarley watch. Now he is strapping him up. We got the special teamers. I believe they're coming onto the field, and
he's capable.
We'll see. The flag is going in. It's a little bit wind at his back, maybe like just a half a club. Increase, you know what I'm saying?
They're trying to break up the shutout here.
All right, let's say we got the ball at the 29-yard line, so 39-46, a 46-yarder.
But, I mean, I get it going to break up the shutout, but it's a 3-score game with 11:22 on the clock. I think you need 8 here, to be honest, especially the way the St. John's defense is playing. I know 4th and 9 is no fun in this situation, but I'd be careful if I was the Cadets here if they line up for a field goal, because sometimes you just can't believe the other guy. You know what I mean?
That's right. And one thing you definitely, I mean, Larry McCarley's a senior. He's been around 4 years.
It's a 3-score game. A made field goal keeps it a 3-score game. That's all I'm saying here. So, but I get it. Getting on the board.
No, I'm saying he put the ball in his hands. You got to let a guy like Larry McCarley create.
Just because you can say his name properly,
that's it.
Does not mean you give him the rock on 4th and 9, Ken. 45. He certainly has plenty of leg here.
Once again, Larry McCarley. Kick is up, and it's blocked. Fielded by Will Polk.
Oh, Polk's going to be so mad at Eli Jacques. He's going to be like, you tackled me, man.
Can you advance that?
If it's behind the line of scrimmage, actually, I am not answering that question because I don't know, and I did. But all the rules at the high school, college, and pro level combined into one blank space in my mind.
Yeah, Eli Jacques did us a favor. We don't even have to worry about it because the ball is sitting at the 20-yard line.
But we're not giving him a tackle for that, though. But it was a nice hit.
That's true. And not technically a turnover.
No, it's like a punt.
Yeah.
So you can. It's a punt there. So, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can advance that.
No one assumes we know the rules anymore either, so that's good.
It is good.
As Rhodes, I mean, it's going to take more than arm tackle here, and at the end of a long day, Bryson Miose, I tell you what, his hands are on his knees. He's having a day. He's tired, and he looks like he's managing some cramps.
He's only a junior, too, so he'll be around, but he plays like a vet,
Yep.
and he plays hard-nosed brand of ball. You're doing that number justice, young man.
1st and 10 here. Tally Rhodes. And he runs away from the pursuing Miose. That's a good one. At least Miose is a good one to be able to say all day.
Yeah, J.J. Pahinui as well, and on the play, number 22. And all day long, 35 Xavier Sua has been involved.
Marcus Tagovailoa Mosa is just having himself a day in the middle of the field as well. Zipped out to the freshman, Nico Collins. Positive gain there to bring up 3rd down for the Cadets.
It's a heck of a throw because Grayson Alifani was in the mix there. He came off the edge as Tommy Chicanti picks up the block out at right tackle. With Derek Williams, the sophomore offensive lineman, getting some run in there at right guard.
Day tries the middle, and it's going to be 1st and 10 as that offensive line pushes the pile forward.
Day is the closer, and I think it's going to be a steady diet here as Cooper Horan checks in. I think it's safe to say they're running the ball in this down, Ken.
Both teams have really dedicated themselves to the run game in the second half. Which means a lot of work for that run defense, and Hurricanes had him at first.
Day-Day's lower half is so strong. He never stops churning. Those legs never stop moving. He always has the forward lean.
Yep.
He's always getting extra yards.
Nico Collins checking into running back. Second and 4. Quick throw out to Jordan Williams. That'll be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down. And that stops the clock. Third down. Hard count from Woods. Play clock at 5.
Going to need to call timeout here.
And that play was doomed from the beginning.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and about 9 here because that is going to be obviously motion on the Cadets.
They'll back him up 5. And the clock's been stopped now. St. John's wants to keep that clock moving. Victor Turandola and Jake Ricca on the up top left of your screen. Woods steps up into the pocket. And that ball is tip drilled again off the hands of Jordan Williams. It'll bring up 4th down. And Nolan Stringer will come on to punt.
Once again, the Hurricane defense not breaking. Bending a little bit, not breaking, and a huge deal to get pressure on 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, and the coverage, I mean, Naeem Woods, I like when my quarterback finds one-on-ones and throws to him. Yeah. Give your receiver a chance, but the defensive back there got it done.
You want to see Nolan Stringer get one off here. Is that Nolan? I can't see the front of the jersey.
I think it is.
There it is.
Fair catch. Salah steals a little bit of wind. Hurricanes go on offense. 8:23 to go in this game.
Feels like it's been a long day, and as I look at both these teams jogging out onto the field, I know it has been for them. I mean, you've got to be exhausted if you're playing for Kapolei right now. This week, I know it's going to be an amazing experience. You guys will never forget doing this. But right now, you got to dig deep, just like their defense just did. Offense has got to do the same here and try and get some points on the board.
Ballesteros to throw.
Good throw.
And it was a great throw at that to his number one target, Nico Smith. Good timing.
Yes, it was. Those two are in sync.
Nose of the ball pointed down all the way to the receiver.
If you give Jacob Ballesteros time to throw, he's very, very accurate, as his numbers suggest. He just hasn't been afforded that opportunity today.
And this was a quick throw out to
this
Maui
is-
Ramigo. And he's got room on the sidelines as he stays in bounds to deliver a hit and keep the clock running, really. But he's looking to play some football before he leaves here.
That was tough as nails right there. That's a football play, number 2. That's how you play the sport, man. And this is their offense here. Quick out, get the ball out of your hand. Don't let the pass rush be affecting. Get the ball in space in your best athlete's hands.
Another quick one and another one to
He
Maui.
is so quick and strong.
And-
He's hard to tackle out there. They can't get him down.
And he has no interest in going out of bounds.
No, he certainly does not.
Which I love.
He enjoys the contact of the game.
Clock rolling, 7.5.
I get the ball back in his hands as soon as possible.
Kapolei driving, and he's at the bottom of the screen in what looks to be single coverage. Ballesteros looking to his right. He's looking
What
at
a
the end
throw.
zone. Nico Smith had a step.
Oh.
He looks back at the referee, wanted something, but it was good coverage. The throw is just a touch.
I know it wasn't
strong.
accurate, but from our angle, it looked like that thing came out of a jugs machine.
Yep.
That thing, he has some pop in that. He stepped into that one, and it was noticeable.
And that was an elite pattern. I mean, that was a Nico Smith in a skinny kind of a seam post there, and just couldn't squeeze the ball in there. Ballesteros quickly, once again, to Maui.
What a drive for Maui here. I think that's his third or fourth catch.
Yep.
And he knows what to do with it when he's got it in his hand. And as we got some beef coming in off the Kapolei sidelines.
All of it.
Jacob Ballesteros jogs off the field, so I think they're saying we got 2 downs to get a first here. Let's make it happen.
And we got a timeout on the field, and they'll burn one, and it looks to be like their last timeout, at least according to the screen. It's tough to make those 4 gigantic offensive linemen sprint out to the middle of the field and then call a timeout. You're like, hey, coach, maybe we could have just stayed here for a second.
Maybe we didn't need to visit the exorcist steps after all.
Seemed like we were in a hurry there for just a moment. 6:40 to go here in this game. They are out of timeouts. The Hurricane offense on a roll once again in just a hair outside the red zone. First down for them is at the 18.5-yard line, so 2 downs to move this ball 2 yards.
Man, what a day this has been. Perfect weather out here. Great atmosphere, and I like the early kickoff, man. 12:45 is all right with me.
Me too.
We haven't seen this many people in the backfield all day. Full house backfield.
Chas Michael, he has a hole. And is that Nico Collins bringing him? I saw 28, but I didn't know whether to believe my eyes or not on the catch from behind tackle there. No.
That was Israel Woods D'Andrade.
Chas Michael He's met in the backfield that time.
That's a tackle for a loss.
Niambi.
For Obagu.
Oh, that's
as
Obagu.
well.
Yeah, that's Obagu. Second and short here. Actually, I take that back. Second and long. They can get a first down. It's the first down marker is just inside the 2-yard line. Taking the time, and this is the most.
Now that's 3 good-looking fullbacks there.
This is pound for pound the biggest 11 football players
Yes.
on the field at the same time I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And it's going to be close to a first down. I mean, this is just like a haka play.
Close to.
No, sorry. I keep looking at the.
You got fooled twice there, Ken.
Tim
I gotta keep an eye on
Harper.
you.
I got to keep. Tim Harper's he's easy on the eyes, and he's holding that.
Oh Lord.
That stick. I got to be careful. All right, here we go. It's going to be third and long. And they're going to stay with the same offensive set from a quarterback standpoint. No, check that. Ballesteros is checking into the game with 12 to go on the shot clock here.
I'm looking for number 2 here after the drive. He just
absolutely. He's still singled up.
Manned up in single coverage.
Ballesteros, he's got time and room to his right. He throws it to the end zone corner. Man, he's got a guy. I believe that was Zeph Salas. We'll get a confirmation on whether that's number 0 or not. But
nice play, Jacob Ballesteros.
No, I got it wrong. It was Tristan Ine.
Tristan Ine, the senior, with a couple of touchdowns on the season. Make it 3 now. That's his 3rd touchdown reception. And they got to go for 2 here. Actually, technically, they don't have to go for 2 yet, right? But why not?
I mean, if you get to, this is the haka formation. This is just all Hawaiian beef. Chaz Michael is just met by the St. John's team picture in the backfield.
St. John showed how quick they are defensively there, and if you're lining up and gonna run it, they're gonna run gap blitz you, and we got some dudes. And Obagu is one of them. Yeah,
and Boney in the middle of it all. It's a physical play, 2 physical teams. But the Hurricanes are on the board, 23-6 is the score, as the sun shows itself here for a few minutes to close out things here on Military.
Well, I think we got the onside kick coming here now. I think we have to at this point, don't you?
I mean, you got Larry McCarley out there, Kevin.
That was Stockton and Malone there.
What are you going to do? I mean, the most Irish guy on the Hawaiian Islands, possibly related to Larry from Three's Company. No one knows. It's hard to tell. First names.
4:39 on the clock. Out of timeouts. I don't think you have any option here, but to onside kick it. Good thing in high school that there's no declaration. You get out there and kick it away or onside kick. You don't have to tell anybody. St. John's coming with their hands team. Anticipating.
Now, I don't have a roster of their hands team, but I don't see Nico. I don't see Salas.
Well, that's because the hands team is on the defensive side of the ball, about to receive.
Don't you want hands team on I want some hands on the offense.
Hands team is a call for the defense.
Oh, the hands team comes through.
Kai Connolly. That's how you get on this team. 4:39. I think you're going to see St. John's run it, and run it. Nothing that Kapolei can do about stopping that clock, but they have played an incredibly tough game today. These guys, a formidable opponent, and you know what the cool thing is now, Ken? Guys like you and I getting to root for the Hurricanes for the rest of their season, man. You got fans sitting in the booth today. That's a fact. Fans of the people you brought with you and fans of you guys taking this trip. And that was the
Day-Day.
first time that there was blatant holding and it was not called. So appreciate that.
Dejon Tally Rhodes with a gain of 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4. Clock on the move as we slowly approach 4 minutes to go in this game. They can work the clock down to about 4:40 or so, 4:50 or so, if they choose. Another carry. Rhodes continues to bounce it outside, and he's going to push forward for a first down. It's going to be a big-time gainer.
That's been the story of the day all day today. The Cadets offensive line, Day and Tyreek Powell, just the run game. I mean, they have to have an incredible amount of yardage rushing today, Ken.
Down to 3.5 minutes here. Day again, pointing upfield. Gain of about 4. Clock moving, be 2nd and long. Cadets can get underneath 3 minutes here. Tally Rhodes putting his
nice job up
shoulders
front
forward,
on
but
the defensive line, man.
Hurricanes once again. If they're expecting the run, they know what to do as well.
Hey, these guys can play, man.
Yep. Leaving a couple of seconds out there on offense. You know, snapping it. I think they snapped it at 18 or 19 there. Nico Collins on 3rd down here for the Cadets. And he's going to get
and the
some
O-line.
help from that O-line. I tell you what, that's a first down run. And once again, I want to say that was that Jordan Harrison, number 71?
Of course it was.
Yeah, it was. Look at him.
I'm going to tell you, the backfield, the big boys need some special treatment this week because today was their day.
Feel free to give him a break. Snapping it at 19 again. Here goes Nico Collins around the left side. Stay in bounds.
Big hit.
And it's a gain of 1. And he did stay in bounds, and that clock will continue to move. 30 seconds on the play clock now with 1:50 to go in the game.
Rylan Parra coming up forcefully to make the stop there.
Collins again. Just into a pile of the trenches. And those guys have been fighting today. It's actually been a pretty exciting battle between those front 4 of Kapolei and the St. John's offensive line now here in the 4th quarter. Those scarlet and gray jerseys are going in the direction they want to go in, but time and time again, these Hurricanes have come up strong against the run, and here it is, 3rd and long.
And St. John's is lining up and saying, hey, we're going to run it. We're going to run this thing. And
Tally Rhodes, and that's going to be good enough for a first down, and then some. He's inside the 10-yard line. He's at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, and I believe we'll see what Coach Bird wants to do here, but this is with us. Thanks for having us. On behalf of Kevin Ricca, I'm Ken Meringolo. We'll see you soon.